Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. A short time ago, a scene that never fails to stir up the folks here in Charlotte. Cam Newton strutting his way onto the field. His guys are fired up as they get set to go toe-to-toe with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Now Newton on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
When Gerald McCoy entered the NFL, he was part of a huge debate around the league. Gerald McCoy or Ndamukong Suh? Who would be the better defensive tackle? They both had more than their share of moments, and what's made Gerald McCoy a perennial Pro Bowl player? His ability to play just about anywhere on the defensive line, but especially to work over the centers and guards in order to create havoc in the pocket.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Let's go now.
On third down, it's Barber. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. A first down throw for Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 0-0 our score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Let's go now.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Evans has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Wes Horton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Black 25.
From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Winston. That is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, Winston again. And he comes back with one complete. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches.
Ready. Blue ready.
Jameis again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Newton to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodgers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On second down, McCaffrey. Able to avoid him. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They'll give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. To throw on second down is Newton. Forced out to his left. Finding room inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. Throwing middle, but Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So out come the Bucs now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Let's go now.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.